Well, first of all, that name Tsimangi is very Kenyan. However, if I'm supposed to say it the way the Luyas say it, I will have to say it as Tsimangi. My name, as you know, is Michael Tsimangi. I come from Western, and yeah, a place called Igamboji. That is where my people are from. It is in Vihiga County. So that is my roots, if we are to trace it. Yes. My journey into reporting, it was quite interesting. I never saw myself being a reporter or a journalist. For me, it was more of a pastime. Yes, people used to tell me, you have good English, why don't you try it out? But for me, I was in a different field. I don't know if some of you might be aware that I am a lawyer by training. So what happened is when I was in church, actually Karen, I was volunteering as you know, the people who do some of the sound and media for the church. So Alex and his crew at the time were able to come through, and they were helping Seatam to be able to record announcements. And since I was part of the media team, I tagged along and I trained. So that is actually how I got into media. First of all, I don't think I am very famous, so I really don't have that issue of balancing job and career. But yes, our job does entail a lot of travel, and you need to find balance. I don't think I'm doing a very good job at it because I'm a workaholic in my own way. So I am full-time production, we work late hours, early mornings, but I try as much as possible to just take time to myself, take personal days. Our office is very flexible with our time, so if you feel like you're spent, you can just take a day off or two and find an activity that excites you. Wow. What do I enjoy most? Everything. You know, producing is an amazing thing. You know, it's more like you're a chef, you're preparing. You have your ingredients and then you're putting them together and making this amazing meal. So that's what production is all about, you know, going to the field, engaging with people, getting the interview, you know, coming with those amazing dynamic shots, sitting down with the editor, and then coming up with a finished product that is always amazing. It is always magical when we see a story from the get-go, when it was simply an idea, and then packaging it to something that is inspirational and informative and touches people's lives. That is one of the things that I really look forward to every single day. Wow, inspiration is found everywhere. From the world of journalism, I have to say the likes of the late Komla Dumor. He was amazing. I loved how he used to package his stories. I loved how he used to just communicate with the people. You felt as if it was, you know, very soothing. As much as you were being informed, there was just an art to what he used to do, and I'm sure the profession really misses him. So that is one of the people who really inspired me. There's also the likes of, in Kenya, there is obviously Yvonne Okwara. She is also very good when it comes to relaying information, and her professionalism speaks for itself. Ask anyone in the industry and they will tell you she is very good. She is tough. You have to know your factor, but at the end of the day, she is passionate and she's hands-on, and I love that. And of course, Alex Chamwada. I love what he has been able to do. He is a maverick in the industry, and I say that because he was able to see something before everybody else saw. The fact that you can be able to bring together normal production and mainstream media and use social media as a tool. Everybody is playing catch-up. He was one of the first people to do it in Kenya, if not the first. So obviously, he is a big inspiration. When it comes to matters voiceover, we have the great David Attenborough, who obviously goes without saying. Everybody knows what he does. And then we also have the likes of Jennifer Canary. She is an inspiration to me as a voiceover artist. I emulate them. I try as much as possible to follow in their footsteps. And of course, when it comes to oratory mastery, there is Vusi Thembekwayo. Did I say more? Yes. Okay, mnataka kunimulika. Ni sawa. Anyway, yes, the fact that I am in the public eye means I get to interact with people who I may not know but know me. I don't consider myself a celebrity, but it comes with a job in some extent. So for me, I think one of the most exciting one was our office is normally at Adams, so I was boarding a matatu just at Kenyatta to come here, and everybody looked at me. You know those looks, people are like, okay, I know you from somewhere, but I don't know exactly who you are, but I know you from somewhere. So everybody was staring at me, and I sat, continued my business, and then when I was looking back, I remember I had paid the fare, and I was looking back, and obviously I need my change. It was actually 20 shillings. I needed my change, so I tell the makanga man, give me my change. And looking, I'm seeing there's this lady who's looking straight at me and smiling, and he's like, of course I know you, I know you, I know you. And I'm like, oh, I know I don't know you, so you know me from TV. So she looks at me and she's like, Michael, Chams Media. And I'm like, oh, yeah, yes, it is. Thank you for watching the show. It's so good to meet you. And then immediately she says that the makanga is like, boss, shika 20 bob yako. So it was very embarrassing to some extent, because man, I was harassing this dude for my change, and then this person is like, ule mjama wa TV bana naishia 20 bob change. So it is a serial encounter, and it's good for you to know that we're just normal human beings like everybody else. We just happen to be. Yes, daring abroad. Daring abroad is, first of all, an amazing concept. Being able to showcase the world to Kenyans and showcase what Kenyans are doing out there is amazing. So for me, it's like I said, I met Alex in church, and he took me on board, and he said, you know what?
He has served in every major African conflict since 2006.
You have talent, I am going to bring you on board, and it was very good. And I started out, my first, actually, ideally, can I say, assignment when it came to daring abroad was we had a segment called Miles Away. So that was my introduction to daring abroad, where I would come in like once or twice a week and just read the Miles Away. So I'd be given a script and be like, today on Miles Away, we are in New York. So it was as simple like that. After some time, then I was able to be told, okay, you have read these things for such a long time, why don't you try scripting it? And then from there, started hosting the show, started scripting, started learning, and that's where the likes of Justice and Anderson and Humphrey and Edison came in handy to just, guide me through this all. So for me, it was very amazing to be able to experience all that daring abroad. And I remember when I was on screen, this is something that people don't know, but initially when we were on air, because we were not where we are airing currently. So where we were previously, the guys actually didn't want me. They were like, Alex is the brand. Who's this thin, skinny guy? Not anymore. Who's this thin, skinny guy who doesn't even show confidence when it comes to matters daring abroad on our screen? So Alex actually had to fight for me to be on screen, and I'm very grateful for that. So it has been a journey of ups and downs, and currently I am the producer for Daring Abroad, and I like the journey, I like the responsibility, just being able to capture the stories and co-presenting the show with Alex. It is definitely an honor, and thank you for watching. So keep it locked, we have a lot more to come. I know this is normally very interesting. You expect me to say something like, presenting, reporting, editing. Yeah, these are the skills I have learned along the way. But for me, I think one of the most important things is being able to identify something that is of importance. When we're doing interviews, we have things called bites, which is the main subject matter. So being able to identify, yes, this is where the story is. Yes, this is a very pregnant point, and this is something that of value that can be used on the show. So for me to be able to identify quickly what needs to be inserted in the show, me being able as well to bring out the emotions of the people that we are interviewing. That is actually very interesting. It's not easy because people are different, let me put it that way. People are different when it comes to interviewing. So some will be rigid, some will be scared, some will be overly talkative. So being able to capture and helping them bring out that which you need that can be used on the show is an important tool. I travel a lot, so I try resting as much as possible. But yeah, of course, I'm a churchgoer, so you'll find me in church every single Saturday, sorry. You'll find me in church every Saturday, just offering my services there. I actually do sing, so I sing a lot. That is something that I do. And cycling, going to Karura Forest and doing those cycling things, that is a bit of what you will find me doing. So I am a simple guy. So simple joys, simple pleasures in life. And of course, watching football, man. I have to support my Gunners, Arsenal, all the way. Ligi ni yetu, ama ni aje? You'll find me cooking. I actually have a cooking page. Many people do not know, but it's hush hush. Maybe in future, you'll be able to see me saying done. Fatigue, rest days. Rest days while on the trip and rest days while you're back. You always have to find time. I remember there was a time we were doing a story which involved us traveling to arid and semi-arid areas. We visited, the north of the country to the south of the country for 30 days. And then after that, I went for 2 weeks to Malawi. I came back and I collapsed, man. Was admitted in hospital. So I learned my lesson. If you don't find time to rest, your body will forcefully put you on rest. So whenever we plan our trips, we plan some downtime where we're not always on the go. And when we come back as well, take some days to myself, not show up for a couple of days and just not think about work or anything. Just enjoying some movies, enjoying some rest days. Nutrition-wise as well, you try and recuperate and, just take the right kind of food. You're going to use it against me. What is the one thing that people do not know about Michael? What? I am pretty much an open book. However, I love country music. Shocking. Yes, I love country music. It is my go-to. And in the theme of music as well is I love theater. I love plays. I love musicals. So you will find me singing to the Hamilton soundtrack when I'm at home just doing my normal stuff. Why did this question have to come? Mumetumwa na nani? Anyway, yes, what can I say? Technically speaking, if you're not married, you're single. So Michael Tsimangi is single. No, I'm not in a relationship. No, I'm not in a relationship. I am still just there. You never know. Working and seeing how things go. So for those who are wondering, yes, that is my position.